Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Jeffy and this is my best friend Android the Chihuahua. Today we're going to be doing a super fun soap project. We're going to be using a 3-pound soap loaf mold. Teeny Bun said he has a treat and he does not care about soap today, so he might not stay long, but I'm glad he graced us with his presence. If you would like to reward Android for being such a good dog, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Alright, so the first thing we got is this mold, and I want to prepare it by adding some glitter. This is one of my favorite techniques that I came up with. I'm sure it's been done before, but I came up with it on my own, as well as whoever else came up with it previously. And I was so excited when I saw the final bars, because the way that the soap wraps around this glitter, it actually stays on the bars a lot longer than you'd think it would. I mean, it does wash off eventually, but it sticks for a couple washes. So this one is Mystic Blue by Nurture Soap. I love their eco glitters, and I'm just going to be pouring a little bit down into the bottom of this mold. And then I'm just going to be shaking it up, and I'm going to shake it up over here away from the Chihuahua because it's a little bit dusty, to be super honest. He doesn't need dust in his life. Alright, so we have a super duper glittery mold here. So I'm going to set that to the side for now, and then the next thing that we're going to need to work on is our little embeds, and I have these really cool flowers that I've made previously, and I'm going to be coloring them with one of our colors that we're using today. And we're going to be using 3 different colors from Nurture Soap. We have Enchantment, which is the green color, Proud Peacock, which is that blue, and Firefly, which is our yellow. We're going to be doing an ombre type deal today, hopefully, if everything goes well. So these colors are going to look absolutely stunning together. The one that I'm going to do last in our ombre is this blue. So this is the one I'm going to be using on our little flowers. To paint our flowers, I'm just going to be putting a little bit of this mica powder in a jar, and then I'm going to mix it with some alcohol, and then we can paint. That peacock color looks incredible. Alright, so I'm just going to be giving all of these flowers a super nice coat. I have a little bit of extra glitter at the bottom of my mold, so while these are still wet, I'm just going to give it a shake over top to try and get a little bit of that glitter on top of my design. I would say I got a pretty good sparkle on most of those. Next, I'm going to be pouring my lye water in with my oils. Now I'm just going to stir this until we get it to a nice light trace. The fragrance oil that I'm going to be using today is this orange scent from Nurture Soap. It is one of my absolute favorites, and it does not discolor or speed up the process of our soap. And I'm going to try and split this as evenly as I can between the 3 containers. Alright, I made a bit of a mess mixing our colors, but that's okay. We are ready to pour. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is taking our yellow color and just doing a little bit down the side. If you have something to keep your mold tilted, you are better off than I am. I'm doing this completely free-handed, which is not suggested. Alright, so I've laid my first layer, and I'm going to go ahead and use this plate for something I should have a towel for. Alright, that shall work. Alright, so once I have my first layer of yellow, I'm just going to be pouring, and actually I want to make that layer a little bit thicker because I really love this yellow color. And I know that the way we're pouring this, that first layer is going to get really stretched out. Alright, so now I'm going to be pouring some of my green in with my yellow, and then I'm going to give that a stir. And that should change up our yellow color just a little bit. Looks kind of putrid, but whatever. Alright, so then I'm going to be pouring that next layer down the side. Alright, so more green. Then pour some more. Alright, next some of that blue. Alright, so this is the top of our ombre soap. Everything's looking great. I'm going to let it set for a minute to get just a little bit thicker, and then we'll go ahead and stick our embeds on the top. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more of this Mystic Blue glitter on top of our loaf. What we have left in here is just a little bit of that blue soap batter. I think it would be really cool to do a nice light drizzle on top, so I'm just gonna go for it. Hopefully we don't ruin the bar. That all stayed pretty topical, which is great. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a design with the back of this brush, and I'm just going to kind of squiggle my way through it to make it a little bit different. Make the lines a little bit less harsh. I'm really satisfied with the top of that bar, so now I'm just going to go ahead and add our little embeds. This is our finished bar. Everything looks incredible. We have a wonderful ombre going, and the top looks absolutely amazing. Those swirls turned out so good. So next we're going to be cutting this, and I'm going to be using a knife on this one because those little flowers are a little bit farther apart than my little cutter. So these are our finished ombre pieces. Everything looks incredible, and I love how we went all the way from a deep yellow to a deep blue. Flowers on top are also just stunning. I love that little bit of glitter that we got on top. Everything just really came together perfectly, and that wonderful orange smell is insanely beautiful. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting like and that subscribe button so you can see more videos just like this. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!